Welcome to another video from Con Tutorial. Today we will discuss about tetracycline. Tetracyclines, as from their name, they have 4 cyclic rings in their structure and act on the 30th ribosomal subunit. By binding to the 30th subunit reversibly, tetracycline will inhibit the binding of aminoacyl tRNA to the acceptor site on mRNA ribosome complex and thus won't let the amino acid chain to grow. This will of course lead to inhibition of protein synthesis and thus tetracyclines are bacteriostatic in nature. These tetracyclines have a very broad spectrum of activity and they include against gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, atypical bacteria, spirochetes, then mycoplasma, rickettsia and chlamydia. To make their pharmacokinetics easy to remember, we will divide them into 3 groups. Group 1 will include drugs like tetracycline, oxytetracycline and demiclocycline. Group 2 will include doxycycline and minocycline. Group 3 will include tegicycline, which is actually a glycycycline derivative. Now from group 1, we need to remember that these drugs should not be co-administered with food or dairy products or minerals like calcium or vitamin supplements, because what they do is they form insoluble complex with these ions because they have chelating property and thus their own absorption is decreased as well as the absorption of these ions. So remember not to give them along with food or antacids. Another thing to remember is that they are not metabolized except tetracycline and they are excreted in urine and in the bile as well. The property of chelation also causes it to be deposited in the bone, but once it is deposited in the bone, its antimicrobial property is lost. This demiclocycline has a nephrotoxic activity and it blocks ADH activity, so this drug is not used as antibiotic but used in the treatment of syndrome of inappropriate ADH secretion. Now talking about the group 2 drugs, to overcome the problem of drug food interactions of group 1 drug, we have doxycycline. Food does not affect the absorption of doxycycline. This is because the doxycycline metal complex at acidic pH in stomach is unstable, so it disintegrates and thus is absorbed in the duodenum. It can be given both oral and IV, and one positive thing about this doxycycline is that it can be given to renal failure patients safely because it is excreted mainly in bile. This doxycycline is the drug of choice for rickettsial infection, Lyme disease and prostatitis by chlamydia. Now the second drug of group 2 is the minocycline. Their absorptions are decreased while consumed with food and thus they are recommended not to be used along with dairy products. This minocycline reaches higher concentration in saliva and tears, so they can be used in meningococcal carrier state. Lastly, about the group 3 drug, that is the tegicycline, which is given only via IV route. It can be used against the MRSA and vancomycin resistant enterococcus infections and also for gram-negative aerobes. Now moving on to the side effects of tetracycline. These side effects include tooth enamel dysplasia. This is actually due to the calcium chelating property. This tetracycline calcium orthophosphate complex gets deposited in growing teeth and bone and teeth gets discolorations. And due to the same property of chelation, decreased bone growth in children are seen. These tetracyclines are also associated with phototoxicity, especially demiclocycline and doxycycline. They manifest as sunburns like rashes and also pigmentations of nail. They also causes GI distress like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea and also superinfections because they are incompletely absorbed from the gut. They are also hepatotoxic, especially in pregnancy, so they are contraindicated in pregnancy. It is renally toxic and except this doxycycline. Then this demiclocycline has ADH opposing property, so it will cause nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. These tetracyclines are also found to cause pseudotumor cerebri, hypersensitivity reaction and vestibular dysfunction. Now finally, the mode of resistance include efflux pump, that is decreased drug efflux from bacterial cell, and enzymatic inactivation of drug. So that's all about tetracycline.